Hello, my lovely rose garden. This is Avalon.
And Ray.
And we're here with what I hope will be the shortest chapter in this book.
I wish that all the chapters were this short.
Like, when it's technically 3 pages, but when you take into account the big old, chapter block thing at the
that
top,
takes up, half the page. It's basically...
It's really 2 pages.
It's 2 pages. We love that. We love a short chapter in a book that sucks.
I wonder how long this video is going to take.
We'll still probably talk.
Yeah, which makes me wonder, it's going to be a short chapter, but will it be a short video?
Find out.
Alyssicles smiled as she watched the Crown Prince of Aderlin lead the Princess of Elway through the basic steps of fencing. He was charming, she supposed, in an arrogant sort of way.
Don't you dare.
Shut. You don't get to call anyone else arrogant.
You back away. You back away from looking at anybody right now.
Oh, no. I just saw a line that I'm about to read.
Just read it.
No.
Read the book reader.
Sure thing, jackass. But someone with his title could have been far, far worse. It made her uneasy how he'd made her blush. In fact, he was so attractive that she had difficulty not thinking about how attractive he was.
Shut up.
And again wondered why he wasn't married.
Shut up.
Shut up. Is this like an allosexual thing? Is this just something that, as an asexual, I don't understand?
I'm a bisexual, and I also don't understand it.
Okay, so it's not just me.
This is just...
And I'm gonna have to point it out because I'm a nitpicky little bitch. This whole, he's kind of charming in an arrogant way. He could be worse. And I hate how that just kind of does the whole, he's not literally the worst ever, so he's all right.
The standards are in hell for men.
In hell?
Girl, if arrogance is something that you don't like, you don't have to find him attractive.
You could just not like him at all.
Yeah.
Which, again, is why I'm like, is this an allo thing? Because they just can't help lusting over someone? But no, I don't think that's the case.
I think this is just bad romance writing. Where it's all like, yeah, these characters, personality-wise, wouldn't mesh, but we're gonna make them hot for each other anyway.
Just because.
Just because this is a romance novel. And we want them to be sexy times for one another.
Well, if you thought that was bad romance writing. She sort of wanted to kiss him.
Why? Bitch, why?
What's that coming out of the blue? It's this line.
She's literally hasn't, other than remarking on his hair and eye color, which I guess is first base when it comes to badly written YA romance. She has never shown any particular level of interest in him before, and now she's like, I want to kiss him, and I'm like, why? You literally have said that you've only seen him once since you came to the castle. Where has this affection come from?
I would say that her and Cole have about as much chemistry as oil and water at this point, but at least they've had about 100 pages worth of some sort of interaction.
Oh god, have we read over 100 pages now?
Yeah, we're at over 130 pages. We're a third of the way through the book. And yeah, she's barely talked to or interacted with or even seen Dorian around.
Yeah, literally, they said in the last chapter, he has seen her once since coming to the castle, and it's been a month.
Yeah, so it's I would still think that this was badly written if she was talking about Cole, but at least she has had the page time spent with Cole to make it slightly more believable that she might form an attraction to him.
Yeah.
Whereas Dorian just kind of showed up and she's like, I want to kiss him. All these other women are so gross and flighty and dumb for wanting to kiss boys, but
when I do it, it's different because I'm not like other girls. I eat food and they be shopping.
she wishes she was shopping.
Well, she apparently has an interest in fashion, but like somehow I'm sure she'll make that about being not like other girls either.
Yeah. She swallowed. She'd been kissed before, of course, by Sam, and often enough that she was no stranger to it. Who the fuck is...
Who the fuck is Sam? Who the fuck?
Who the fuck is Sam? What?
This is the first time I recall this character being named. Unless I missed something. Unless, like, the brainworms have finally begun burrowing into my frontal lobe.
God, I wish. I wish. I wish there were brain worms in my head. I wish I had them. Then I wouldn't have to be conscious. But it had been over a year since she'd lost the assassin she'd grown up with, and even though the thought of kissing anyone else had made her sick, when she saw Dorian...
Oh, so he's like a dead person.
He's literally just being brought up now.
Just brought up so that she can have a tragic romantic backstory.
Like, he just literally
My last boyfriend literally died. I can never love again.
I don't even...
Oh shit, it's a hot prince. Never mind.
Has not had one single solitary thought about Sam before now. And we're just meant to be like, oh yeah, Sam. What about Sam? Do you still love Sam?
What about Sam?
Did you ever love Sam? Or was this just like a fooling around kind of situation?
Really, this should have been brought up much earlier if it was supposed to be impactful. Yeah. Like, you should bring up the fact that she decided to never love again because her old boyfriend is dead.
Or sold her out, possibly, because...
Well, she said lost, so I don't know.
Yeah, well...
I'll assume dead.
Yeah, we'll...
Just for the sake
We'll read between the lines and assume dead.
Yeah. So it's all like, you know... You can bring this up before so that we have, like... that build-up and be all like, oh, she can love again. Which, I mean, we all fucking knew she was going to be able to love again. But...
See, there's paint by numbers, and then there's just dipping your hand in the bucket and slinging it at the canvas. And then that's what this is.
It's a Jackson Pollock.
It's somehow worse than that.
I like Jackson Pollock.
I do too, but... Even though the thought of kissing anyone else had once made her sick, then why have we never heard of this guy?
Yeah, you should have brought him up beforehand.
He's so important to her background and her romantic history, and we have never heard of this man before. What the fuck am I reading?
Yeah, like, if this... Despite all of the trappings of assassinry and whatnot, this is still a romance series for teenage girls. And... You kind of just failed to bring up her tragic romantic backstory until now.
Yeah, like, I am putting myself into the headspace of teenage girl, because admittedly, in our 30s, we are no longer the target audience, but we could still enjoy shit.
Now imagine, you're 15 years old. Inuyasha's the greatest thing you've ever watched.
Even at that stage of my life, I would have felt cheated by this.
Yeah.
I would have been like, what the hell? Who the fuck is Sam?
Who the fuck is Sam?
Like, yeah, I've grown up and matured, but my mental space hasn't changed that much that I would have been enthralled by this as a teenager. Mm-hmm. And I feel like being like, oh, well, it's for teenage girls is so reductive.
Yeah.
Teenage girls deserve good things.
Yeah. Well,
and they can enjoy shitty things, too. You know what? If they want to enjoy garbage, that's fine. I still like vampire kisses.
Yeah.
But they should have good things, too.
Yeah. I'm just more saying as in, like, society as a whole will look at this and be all like, oh, well, it's for teenage girls, so don't think about it too much. They're going to take the romance that they want anyway, and will probably ignore this. But at the same time, I'm just still like, yeah, but you could you could still pay to mention that just a little bit earlier so that they can take something from it. At least a little bit of angst is good for the soul, especially when you're 15.
I want just some random teen girl out there reading this to be like, I'm gonna write a whole 200,000 word fan fiction about Selena's past with Sam. Like,
better yet, I want you, random teenage girl reading this, to write your self-insert, stealing Sam away from Selena. Do it.
Let's fucking go.
That's how she lost Sam. Is that that Sam actually fell in love with your OC. Because she was just a so much better woman than Selena could ever be. You have the power. You can do this.
You can do it. We believe in you. Moving on. Princess Nehemia lunged, slapping Dorian on the wrist with her sword. Elisicles bit down her laughter. He grimaced and rubbed the sword joint, but then smiled as the princess began gloating. Damn him for being so handsome.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut. She leaned against the wall and would have enjoyed the lesson had someone not grabbed her arm hard enough to hurt. What is this? Dragged from the wall, she found herself facing Cole. What is what? What is Dorian doing with her? She shrugged. Sparring? And why are they sparring? Because he volunteered to teach her how to fight. I feel like my harpy trill's off today, but that's fine.
We're trying our best here. Also, like, once again, K-all coming in to be all like, hey, remember that thing that Dorian was pissed off about in the last chapter? Yeah, I'm here to be pissed off about it now. What the fuck is happening?
Cole just being like, would y'all stop?
We're getting back to something more reasonable here. He's trying his best to rein in this bullshit plot.
Cole just being like, God damn it, Dorian, I gave you the brain cell for 5 minutes and you lost it. I had to come back, pick it up off the ground, dust it off. Cole practically shoved her from him as he approached the pair. They stopped and Dorian followed Cole to a corner. They spoke quickly, angrily, before Cole came back to Elisicles. The guards will take you to your chambers. What? She remembered their conversation on the balcony and frowned. So much for swapping stories. The test is tomorrow and I need to train. I think you've had enough training for today. It's almost dinner. Your lesson with Brullo ended 2 hours ago. Get some rest or you'll be useless tomorrow. And no, I don't know what the test will be, so don't bother asking. And once again, Mans is correct. He is so correct for that. You have been throwing up every time you go for a light jog, but you're pushing yourself to train for 2 additional hours after the assumedly grueling training session has ended. Go fucking rest. That's absurd, she cried, and a pinch from Cole kept her voice down. Princess Nehemia cast a worried glance in Elisicles' direction, but the assassin waved at her to resume her lesson with the crown prince. I'm not going to do anything, you insufferable moron.
He's not a moron. He's clearly not a moron.
He is the most intelligent person in the room. Possibly in the whole castle. Are you honestly so blind that you can't see why we can't allow this? Can't allow? You're just afraid of me. Don't flatter yourself.
It has nothing to do with you, bitch. It has to do with an international incident.
You think I want to go back to Andovier? She hissed. You think I'm not aware of the fact that if I flee, I'll be hunted down for the rest of my life?
Bitch, this isn't about you.
You think I don't know why I vomit when you and I run in the morning? My body is a wreck. I need
My body is a graveyard.
What the fuck?
Sorry, I'm just remembering that one, like, vegan thing where it's like your body is a graveyard.
Graveyard stomach. Graveyard stomach.
Whatever. Same thing.
Yeah, it was great. Vibe. I love it.
Also, graves!
Graves! I need to spend these extra hours here, and you shouldn't punish me for it. No, bitch! No, bitch! You can't just be like, don't you think I know why I vomit when you and I run? I need to work harder. No.
That's not at all what this is about, you stupid bitch.
What? No.
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 Brother, What's that, brother?
Just...
No. You need to do the opposite.
Like subscribing to our Patreon.
Amazing. 10 out of 10. No notes. Incredible.
Do your spiel.
How'd you do that? That was so smooth.
I'm just a genius.
I'm sliding all over the place from how smooth that was.
Do your spiel.
Oh, yes. If you would like to join our Patreon, you can have access to tons of great rewards, including our Discord server, the Rose Garden, where you get to chat with us and our other patrons about a myriad of things. You also get early access to videos, your name in the description, or possibly the video credits depending on your level, and if you go high enough, you can even get your name in our books. And not only do you have your name in the books, but for $10 a month, you also get ebook copies of all of our published works. That will only increase in value as time goes on because it's going to stay that same flat $10 rate no matter how many books we publish. Right now, you get 4 of them, and there will be a 5th one, hopefully by the end of the year. So please, please consider joining our Patreon to support us. And if that's not something you're interested in right now, but you do still want to support us, you can also get our ebooks anywhere that books are sold online, and also our paperback books anywhere that books are sold online. But if you'd like to give to us directly, and you go to the Ko-fi link in the description, there is a pay what you want feature for our ebooks. The minimum price is $1. And if you just want to get them for $1, that's fine. If you want to give us a little more as a tip, that's great too. All of this helps keep Roselin Books afloat, and I hope that someday we're able to invest in full audio adaptations of our books with a complete voice acting cast. I would love to do that.
That's like the dream.
That's the goal. That's the lofty pie in the sky. If we get the funding to do this, we would absolutely do it.
And then the even further pie in the sky is like animated movies.
Animated scene even would be great. But currently,
of course, obviously, that's not...
Yeah, but currently the Patreon money and / Ko-fi money is going toward paying off the editing fees for Shifting Roots, because I do hire a professional editor to work with me to polish my books before they are published. So if you want to help cover the cost of that, that is currently what the Patreon and Ko-fi funds are doing. So it does feed back directly into the content that is being produced. And that's the spiel. I think that was my smoothest one yet.
Nice. So smooth.
Sliding all over the place. Oh, it's like I'm covered in creamy peanut butter. Anyway, let's fucking finish this. I'm not going to pretend to know how a criminal mind works. God, I wish we were watching Criminal Minds right now.
Also, like, you can just shut her down and be like, actually, that's a stupid idea and you're stupid.
Actually, that'll make you throw up more. You dumb bitch. She threw her hands in the air like she just didn't care.
Hey.
You know, I actually felt guilty, just a little guilty, and now I remember why I shouldn't have. I hate sitting around locked in my room, bored out of my senses.
Would you rather go back to the slave encampment?
I hate all these guards and nonsense. I hate you telling me to hold back when Brulo sings Kane's praises, and I'm just there, boring and unnoticed in the middle. I hate
Bitch,
being told...
This has been broken down for you why you gotta do this. Oh my god.
I hate being told what I can't do, and I hate you most of all, Dad.
She didn't actually say dad, but, like, that's what I feel in my heart.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my gosh, she just whines so much, even though she knows the reason for everything that is going on. She just refuses to hold information in her brain for too long.
He tapped his foot on the ground. Are you finished?
Sick burn, bro.
Sick burn.
Oh.
Sick.
Bwah, 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 bwah.
Fucking got her.
He's just like, shut up.
Me too. Cole, I love you.
Cole is saying what we're all thinking, deep down in our heart of hearts.
There was no kindness in Cole's face, and she clicked her tongue as she left, her fists aching to bash his teeth down his throat. And that is the end of a completely superfluous and unnecessary chapter. I don't even know what she was referring to for most of this.
She's like, why is she supposed to feel guilty?
Yeah, what is she referring to? Oh, I almost felt guilty. About what?
About what?
Why? What is it that you were feeling guilty about? Were you feeling guilty about something that inconvenienced him? Because he's been absent for the last, including this one, 2 chapters. So we have no idea where he's even been.
Yeah.
Was she feeling guilty for encouraging... Fuck, I forgot his name already. Dorian. Was she feeling guilty for encouraging Nehemia and Dorian to spar? Like, why? She clearly was not feeling guilty at all.
She wasn't. She has yet to feel guilt really about anything in this book, or at least as far as we know. So once again, that's just another thing that is just brought up out of nowhere with no build-up or anything like that. It's all like...
Why was this chapter included? And if it was going to be included at all, because none of this needed to be included, this is all padding, why not just morph it into the last chapter?
I mean, a good chunk of this book was just padding. But yeah, it does feel like it was just part of the last chapter and for some reason got shaved off into a new chapter.
Yeah, like even the way the last chapter ended with "You stand like this," he said to the princess, taking a defensive stance, feels like...
It leads directly into...
Yeah, like the whole... There was no kindness in his face, blah, blah, blah. Like, the ending of chapter 18 feels like it should have been the ending of chapter 18 just should have been chapter 17's ending.
Yeah.
Because I don't think we got Selena's POV for chapter 17. Is that why it got moved to its own chapter?
I don't
Because
know.
This time Sarah J. Maas assumed that the reader wouldn't be able to follow the head hopping from one POV to the next. Because again, if you're gonna do that, then there are ways to signify that you are about to shift into a different character's point of view, and if she was really, really adamant about only having one character's point of view per chapter, just cut chapter 18. It does nothing. It's 2 pages.
Yeah.
It is such a nothing scene that just rehashes the same fucking thing we've already seen from both characters multiple times.
She's all like, there's no kindness in Cole's face.
No duh.
No duh. He has stated over and over again that he kind of fucking hates you.
And even if they were
And
starting
also,
the bond...
you're fucking up. You continue to fuck up, and you just, like, basically screamed in his face that you don't understand the plan that he has spelled out to you numerous times at this point.
Never mind the fact that he is just, like, pissed in general right now.
Yeah.
Like, even if you take into account that they were quote-unquote bonding a couple chapters ago, he's angry right now.
Yeah.
He's
She's
very
out
mad
here
at you.
trying to cause an international incident with these 2, heads of state. And it's just like, hey, Dorian already said that this was a bad idea, and now you're acting like you're all surprised and offended when Kale also comes up and is like, this is a bad idea. Stop.
And it's not even like he's specifically targeting her. He fucking is pissed off at Dorian too.
Yeah.
Dorian already got his shit.
Dorian got his ass blasted by his boyfriend.
He's gonna be hearing about this later for sure.
He's gonna bring this up in arguments for the next 3 years.
As we do.
Yeah. So it's just like...
Once again, Kaol is being the most reasonable, level-headed, intelligent person in the entire universe of this book.
And
because even Nehemia should be knowing better. Right?
Yeah.
Like, again, I'm sure Nehemia's got her own plans that she's getting up to, but even she should be like, this is stupid.
Yeah.
This is a horrible idea for me to accomplish what I want, because if anyone else catches us, like, oh no, the captain of the guard, that's probably going to severely limit her mobility around the palace.
Yeah. That's gonna just heighten security and have it so she also can't leave her room.
Once again, Kale has the only brain cell, and then everyone's mad at him because he's making sense.
Yeah. Especially Selena, because she's
a black hole of brain cells.
Yeah, she gets so mad at people making fucking sense because it contradicts what she wants to do at that exact moment. And it's all like, girl.
Fucking toddler behavior.
What do you mean I can't have dessert before dinner?
And
I want dessert now!
Well, when I say she's like the black hole of brain cells, I mean she is actively removing the brain cells from other people around her because, again, Dorian was like, no, I'm not going to spar with her. That would be a very stupid idea.
And then Selena was like, do it! And then he's like, I guess I'm doing it now. And I'm just all like, why?
And there went the brain cell right into the black hole.
And Nehemiah's was already taken because she's just out here sparring with a criminal.
Yeah, like, even if she doesn't know that Selena's true identity is this assassin, she knows that clearly she can't have that good of a reputation if she's fucking here.
Yeah.
I think they already discussed the whole jewel thief thing.
Yeah.
So again, bad ideas from everybody except for Kale. Once again.
Kale's just out here, the only guy with the brain cell, and he's hated for it.
Terrible. Well, at least we can appreciate him, and I hope you guys appreciated this video, because that's it for this time. Join us next week for Chapter 19. Maybe something will happen.
Wouldn't that be something?
Maybe we'll have the second test. Remember those? Remember the tests? Remember that this is supposed to be a high-stakes tournament with lots of challenges?
But except
SJM doesn't.
Except SJM literally told us that it's gonna be fucking Alyssicles against Cain. At the very end. She's just straight up said that already.
God, please.
What would be a real fucking shock is if, like I said, she didn't even make it to the final fight. That would be something.
Well, we'll see, I guess.
Bye.
Thank you so much for watching, and a special thank you to my patrons. If you'd like to see your name here or in the description below, please consider joining my Patreon. Your support means so much to me and allows me to continue making content. If you want to support my content in different ways, consider buying my books, donating on Ko-fi, subscribing to the channel, or even just giving this video a like and comment. Any and everything is appreciated so much. Keep growing till next time, Rose Garden!